All right, let's get this show on the road. So, welcome, welcome. Let's do a Sagittarius reading. Which deck? Okay, we're using this deck. Sagittarius, people and placements, Angel Michael, guardians and guides, highest timeline, angels, and ancestors to guide Sagittarius at this time. I didn't even notice I had a paper cut. Oh well, you know. Sagittarius, that could be relevant. Does not have to be. Maybe it's something about like what death by 1,000 cuts. I'm just kidding. No. Maybe you've been noticing, especially with Mars, which rules severing, blades, swords, those kind of injuries. It's a malefic planet conjoining your Sagittarius placements. That you're experiencing more of that severing energy. So just be careful of accidents. Be careful of sharp objects or go slow. But yeah, let's see what we have here. Very interesting energies. Capricorn energy is here. Taurus, Scorpio. This could just be the themes that are playing out. Let's get some quick tarot to gain us some understanding with the energies. Moving towards adventure on the top. Very interesting. Number 50. Spirit of the river. Maybe it just feels natural or something. A Hierophant. This could be like a boss figure, an organization, somebody in a sense of power, or just your belief systems that is like giving you a sense of power. Yeah, I think you're like really questioning a lot of things at this time. Could be your own personal belief systems or even authorities around you or like relationships. Maybe you're just realizing you don't want a relationship or something. Big themes of like your money, especially with Uranus finishing. It's like ending its transit through Taurus. It's a long transit. I think it's like 7 years, I believe, but don't quote me on that. But it's a long transit because it's an outer planet. And as it's finishing up its transit in Taurus, and it's done a little retrograde or whatever, you could be feeling these effects of like Uranus can be like unexpected shifts or changes. Taurus rules money, Taurus rules our self-esteem, it rules love, it rules our understanding of reliefs, right? The Hierophant card, attracting, how you attract things towards you, what is your frequency, things like that. Do you love yourself, right? Tell me more for Sagittarius. So yeah, these could be big things that are on your mind right now. Maybe money is a big focus. You could be coming out of some kind of pain from the past as well, or just reflecting on like things that brought you pain in the past. You could be closing off as well. There's something about being more selective, maybe really picky, being more picky or choosy. Tell me more. Yeah, it's like you don't want to manifest the wrong thing or more burdens kind of energy. It's like you could even be dropping certain things, like realizing it's not your worth, your energy. This could be like relationships or like lusty. Um, hmm. Yeah, I feel like you're really evaluating people as well. Okay, Sag. Something about a new beginning here, though, definitely. Wow, 9 of Cups and Justice. So there is something about like karmic justice, balancing the Magician card. There's something like manifesting that's really nice, positive. I feel like you are just like open for the future as long as it's like positive or high vibrational, and it has to be that. Like I don't think you want to. I don't think you will go towards something. It's interesting that the Fool there is like stepping off the cliff, and it looks very much like this card here, where she's like leaping off. So there's something about like, teetering, tottering into like a different reality almost. Interesting. This could be about leaving cycles of like burden behind in the past, especially regarding like relational. I heard relational issues, relational such stuff. There's something new beginning, and it's like starting from your energy. Yeah, it's because you're dropping something or like coming out of some kind of like repetitive loop or like time loop or like repetitive action, or like maybe you realize you kind of had to like shift your inner way of like approaching something or someone or behavior or like a pattern that plays out. And as you do that, you gain some kind of truth or opportunity for changes. Interesting. This could have been happening for a while. Yeah, this could be about a new beginning in your own sense of self-love, like filling your own cup up first, right? So it overflows. Birds could be relevant as well. King of Swords and Queen of Swords, okay. You could have air sign placements or be dealing with that. Or you could be very much all-powerful. Yeah, you're moving quickly, actually. And you're holding on to your strength. Wow. Queen of Wands upright, King of Wands reversed. So maybe you're just like, yeah, and Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you're unwavering, or like it's like you're kind of just putting yourself first, which I think is the best thing to do. Honestly, there's something about like magnetizing things towards you because you're doing that. Yeah, Ace of Wands. The Hermit, exactly. Yeah, the Hermit and the Page of Wands. Tell me more. Ace of Pentacles. You could be protecting something that you're building, something that this could be something day in day out. Could be something about Virgo or something from like there's something maybe about the K2 or the South Node on Virgo axis right now, right? South Node is in Virgo this year. Virgo is focusing on our work. The South Node or the K2 rules past lives. It rules detachment as well. It rules detachment, like beheading something at the root. So maybe you've had to like let go of a lot of things. Yeah, High Priestess, very spiritual energy. So interesting reading. Let's pull a wisdom. Good Lord. Serendipity. So you're really flowing. Wow, the High Priestess. You could be like guiding yourself towards this like new beginning, or this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, beautiful energies, Ace of Wands. But it's because you're being very stealthy. Let's go ahead and read that. Opportunity allied with readiness, awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols in a magical alignment of events. So maybe there is something here about like good karma or walking into the right situation. Something about boats could be relevant. You could have like past lives on boats. So let's see what else there is. A lot of blue. The color blue could be really relevant right now, like light blue specifically. Or you could be seeing that a lot. Wow, just as we say that. Thank you. Wow, a lot of blue there. This deck isn't all blue, trust me. So, I don't know. Ask Spirit for inspiration. Interesting. Okay, so you could be like letting go of a lot of things. Maybe there's something about having to take some time out with the Hermit here as well. Or you could be spending a lot of time solo or alone. You could also be dealing with somebody who has Virgo or air sign placements. Or this could be something about your work, maybe a masculine at work. Doesn't have to be. This could also just be you being in a very confident energy, which is leading you towards this happiness as well. I think you're alchemizing something as well. Anything else for Sag? Sideways, so interesting. Flexible. Music could be really important as well. You could be getting something about meat or barbecue, just saying. Or you could be eating that recently. Let your anxiety be dispelled by faith. Interesting. All is yours in a divine appropriate timing. You can relax. So there could be something about transits, right? I think we had some like kind of weird aspects today, but then they moved into like some nice sextiling. I think the moon is sextiling. The moon in Taurus is sextiling the North Node in Pisces right now, I believe, and trining the South Node. Yeah, because the moon's in Taurus, so it's trining Virgo. So it's nice that we're experiencing that aspect now, but Sagittarius, people and placements. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something positive here. There's something like a clean, fresh slate. Interesting. You could have had to pioneer or come into your power from something in the past. This could be a commitment or I heard an escape tendency or escape tactic. I don't know what that means. Paying attention to your work, happiness. You could like your work, or you could like doing work, or you could like working, or just doing something. Somebody could be watching your peace and happiness, somebody that you broke up with, or there was some kind of like ending with. You're overcoming something in the future. Enemies are not working against you anymore, especially in your money. You will be shown the way. So it's like there's something about with the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. You really like her cooperation or opportunities. There could also be something balancing out in your life. Yeah, okay, interesting. I like that. Yeah, great worry over nothing. Wow, most difficult part of a situation's over. Fire. You could have gone through some kind of like purification. You could have had to step into your power as well in the past. Like maybe you were a person that like always wanted to be, you know, happy-go-lucky, but you had to be kind of like stand your ground energy. Yeah, you're becoming stronger. Indecisiveness in the reverse. You could be quite shrewd or analytical as well. Yeah, there's something that is actually going to work out in some way, like in your life. Maybe just like good things are coming, or any wishes you have right now. Great time to manifest. It is your birthday season, right? This is your new year, so it's like a new moon, right? So you kind of want to manifest, I guess. Especially if you were dealing with difficulties in the past regarding work or like achievement. Could have had like very cutthroat people. Whoa, flew out. Position of authority. It wasn't like in the near to future. This is more like future. So this could be coming towards you, or you could be in this position already. Yeah, you could. The most difficult part of a situation is over, and it could be because you're in your own authority, or you already are in authority, or you're quickly coming into authority, or that's being like primed. Like somebody could be priming you for authority as well, or you could be working with somebody in authority. Sag. Yeah, new creative ideas, fresh ventures, a new start, and you're doing this as the bat, or is in the reverse. So you're moving out of darkness. Enemies are not working against you anymore. So it's like you've been saved or something. I'm hearing a siren. So maybe there's something about like calling 911. You know, if you got help fast enough, kind of energy, like you made it to the hospital. Yeah, good luck here. Okay, wow, you were shown the way. Psychic ability. So you could be really love on the top of it. Wow. So you can be really into your psychic ability, or it's helping you. It's going to save you. It's kind of like that burnt toast theory. It's like if you burn your toast, this could be like a good thing because it's like delaying you from like getting in a car accident or something. Yeah, you were dealing with like people that worked against you or plotting to. So maybe you spotted these people correctly or something like that, or you're able to call out certain behaviors or actions quick enough, or you are able. It's kind of like you see they're mice, right? People usually don't like mice, right? So it's like they overrun them, right? They're thieves. They destroy things. So there's something about getting rid of the mice, or not even having the mice in the first place, like really killing. No offense, like ending them, or like somehow getting rid of them very quickly. So you could be very astute. You could be very analytical. But let's go ahead and see anything else. Wow, trust divine timing, transcendence. Okay. Ooh. Alchemy. We did say that. Thank you. Guardian angels and guides, Angel Michael, guardian angels, and Jesus, thank you. You could be uniting with somebody that's more of a soul connection, or uniting with soul connections in general. Or this could be even like just your spirit team could be changing up. You could be getting some new guides or something like that. You're moving out of any kind of doubt or lack, which is allowing you to probably elevate your frequency and allow you to connect with other entities, or entities, really, angels, whatever you want to call them, whatever you suggest, whatever. But you're moving away from fragmentation into like completion. Like there's something away from loss into wholeness. Like it's like the strength, empowerment. So you might have had to really lean into that in the past as well. Anything else? Self-care, exactly, especially regarding your money, or you could be dealing with an earth sign, or this could be a big focus on just your money, your possessions right now. We are approaching Capricorn season, right? So maybe you've just been focused. Maybe you have a lot of earth sign in your own chart, so you focus on that, or house placements or whatever. So alrighty, I want to pull a diamond. Sagittarius, people and placements. What are their messages from the highest teams of love and light, angel Michael, guardians and guides? Just using some clearing. Maybe I'll light some sage. Should have grabbed a candle, but oh well. Okay, that's better. Messages. Oh, the thread. So you could have followed something, or you were guided to follow something, especially out of this darkness. That's funny. The rainbow. We had the rainbow here, and you're close to. You're like already in this energy. So, yeah, you could have like already swam through like a lot of the darkness. It's giving like Shawshank Redemption, right? It's giving like. It's giving. Sagittarius, in placements. It's giving. The crone. So you could have really matured, and she's holding like a pentacle. So, or you're maturing, or there's something about being able to like grasp what you want. This could be like money, like specifically, like a pay raise, promotion, a new business idea, a new collaboration, a new connection, just a new strategy. You could be talking to your bankers. I don't know. I don't give a damn. Just kidding. I don't know. Or you could just be strategizing these things, or there's something about that energy. But we're gonna read the crone. Wow, there's a rainbow there. The warrior. Wow. Okay, sorry. Very Owen Wilson. He's alive, but we're just channeling his present spirit. So dorky. I don't care. The crone. There it is. 15, you could be seeing 15, 13 as well. Could be a relevant number. The witch, the old woman, the sage. The crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She is the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of maiden, mother, crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above in a world of duality. So you could be kind of like somebody who's like never really sees things like as black and white. You kind of like see the entire kind of like, I don't know. She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything, so it's very mature energy, right? Like it's gonna give in Capricorn. You could have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. Capricorn rules like elders. It rules, I think, like fifth, like the retirement age is like when you become like a big boss kind of energy. It also rules just karma. A lot of people with a lot of Capricorn in their chart become more beautiful or younger as they age. It's like a reverse actually, because during Capricorn season was the holiday when it's kind of like Christmas. It was like Saturnalia, I think. It's like when the bosses serve the servants and the servants serve the bosses or something. So it's like a flip. So, and also if you know the myth of Capricorn, it's about the baby that was thrown out at birth because it was too ugly. But then as it grew older, it came back and like took the kingdom, kind of like it took the throne. So we did see thrones. So yeah. Let's see. The crone energy accepts everything in devouring beauty, right? So Saturn rules death and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. But death is also like richness, right? That experience. Her energy resides in all of us, though it's feared by most for the power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. It's like dark chocolate. Magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and wise. When dark, vindictive, bitter, isolated, or ostracized. So yeah, I don't know. Go deeper. Dhumavati, Hecate, Baba Yaga, Lilith. So you could have prominent Lilith in your chart as well, or Lilith in Scorpio could be making like important transits to you right now. If you have any Scorpio in your chart as well, anything associated with the underworld, really. The crone is the master of letting go and residing in what is. She reflects nothing. The crone. She rejects nothing, sorry. Or maybe you reflect nothing as well. She rejects nothing, okay. Or maybe you reject everything. I'm just kidding. The crone is often seen with the crow, smoke, night, and the moon. So, the crone and the moon is closest satellite to Earth, so it's quite a strong effect. The crone has a difficult time tolerating superficial, petty day-to-day musings. She moves away from such relationships and seeks a deeper path, even if this means a more solitary life. So, I don't know, maybe you, it's kind of like you can't fake the funk. Let's go ahead and see. Sagittarius, people and placements. So you could be breaking free of patterns as well. You could like live between realms. I feel like they just wanted me to tell you that, like liminal. Like you could be very liminal. You could have like a lot of 12th house. You could have a lot of maybe even 4th house, because 4th house can rule night, right? Sleeping time, our homes, real estate, but also K2 or South Node energy, or maybe just interesting aspects or something that I'm not accounting for. But or Pisces, yeah, 12th house. Pisces is very liminal. Anywho, taste the rainbow, motherfucker. Just kidding, sorry. I don't know what that's from. Sagittarius. People could find you very irresistible. Anyways, never chase. I'm just saying. Never chase, let it flow. Control your perception. Interesting. Charge accordingly. I like that. Charge accordingly. Maybe this could be in work. Like maybe you're kind of like up leveling in some regard in your work or career, or just thinking about like ways to like up level your skills. Maybe you're keeping one foot in the job market kind of energy. Aligning with experiences. So maybe you're like not afraid to open doors. Just wanted to use you. So maybe you're just moving away from people that have this mentality. Do what's best for you. Their responsibility is the same, and the struggle teaches you how to fly. So you're done with their ass. So that can be wants to knock you up. So be careful. Energy rapist trying to can ride your coattails. So be careful. They wanted you in lack. Someone at your work has romantic feelings for you. So maybe you've dealt with this in the past, or you are, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that was vague. Listen closely to hear messages. So maybe you just need to like pull away from things, talk to God. Just heard like a monster truck, sound like a monster truck or something. You are a fighter. Wow. So that's funny that I said that. Maybe you're a monster truck. Vroom vroom. Spend uh spend money like a boss. I don't know. Spend. I think that's what it says. Was willing to sacrifice your purpose for their benefit. So be careful. No longer asking for permission. So just do what the hell you want all times. Wants to keep you stuck in old energy, premeditated. So be careful. Ew. Be careful. Get it together. Try to take away your blessings to build off your energy. So this could be somebody who wanted to just like sabotage you, so that you would have like Van Helsing. You could be, you could have seen Dracula, or like you could like Van Helsing the movie, or there's something about Van Helsing. He was like a metaphysician or something. I was reading his wiki page like coincidentally recently, so that's weird that it came out, but not weird at the same time because God is so magical and beautiful. Amen. Yeah, he was like I don't know, like a doctor or something. So yeah, like an exorcism, like exorcist. Um, Expect the best faith. So yeah, continue to like exorcise demons out of your area. Maybe you're a good exorcist. Like you could have like K2 placements, or you could be good at like I think Pisces also has some exorcism kind of related nakshatras, I believe. Like a thorn must be used to remove a thorn kind of energy from some nakshatras of Pisces. Don't let anyone treat you badly. I like that. Ask angels slash guides now, or sorry, or now for any questions, or how for any questions. So maybe they just want you to ask questions to your guides, like and get those downloads. Limit your social media slash social life. So maybe there's something about isolating more so with yourself, a hermit actually, because somebody could be like trying to like I heard invade your privacy or something, or invade try to get in and get like tactics or battle plans or something like that. So I don't know. Clear out your space. Yeah, there could be something about cleansing, like we have sage lit throughout your reading right now. Always release stagnation. Yeah. So if somebody's like around you is like in a stagnant energy, you notice that, or it's like could be somebody unchanging, unwilling to change. Could be Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be. Could be Capricorn energy too, like a negative Capricorn, a really slow, stagnant Capricorn. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's more of a Taurus thing, honestly. I don't know though. You take it as you will. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just shit talking Taurus for no reason. I don't hate Tauruses at all. Getting on a better timeline, clearing debris, breaking mold. Clearing debris, breaking mold. Nice. Choosing not to attach to old thoughts, inviting new thoughts. So yeah, continuously pray to be aligned to your highest timeline every day, throughout the day. Um, asking because you have faith with God, He can do anything, so why not? Blocked from your reality. So you could be like even blocking or shielding yourself or doing protective prayers. You're living your dream. So yeah, continue to like build your dream around you, right? Especially with Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, it's a great time to form those long-lasting structures, I think, at this time. But take it as you will. That's just my opinion. I have a lot of Capricorn and Pisces placements. I don't know. You take it as you will. I think the best thing that I've ever learned in my life is boundaries. Healthy boundaries. That's funny. Self-care. I'm glad I can keep myself amused with the divine. Ignore the shadow. Life is suffering. Ignore the shadow. Life is suffering. What? So maybe there's something about if you ignore the shadow, life would be suffering. So I don't think you're ignoring it. I think you've actually like with the crone, you probably embraced it in some aspect, or utilized it even, kind of like, willing to call the shots. Um, yeah. So let's see. I'm smelling coffee. Maybe somebody here like drinks coffee, or I don't know. Take that as you will. Um, I don't know why. I don't really like the smell of coffee. Anyways, you can feel them enter your aura. Wow, that's crazy. So this could be somebody who drinks coffee, or you could, I don't know. Doesn't have to be. So maybe you need to do protection prayers. Don't give others that don't deserve it your good karma. Keep back turned. So interesting. So you could be like actually calling back all your energy, coming to that wholeness, the completion, channeling it towards like a new beginning. Something lasting. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands. But there is something here about having to leave something with the Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, burdens behind. Could be a player energy. Could be just a way of dynamics like flimsy connections, or people that aren't worth your time, pearls the swine kind of energy. Healing requires time, so that's interesting. Let's get you an oracle, and we'll close out. I'm trying to use decks I haven't used in a while, but Sagittarius, do we have any messages from the highest teams of Love and Light Angel Michael, guardians and guides for Sagittarius people and placements from the highest timelines, ancestors, and guardians and guides? Wow, candle dressing. So maybe doing candle rituals could help garlic. Interesting. So make sure your immune system is strong, or you could have dealt with something that was negative in the past. You might like garlic bread. Protection among all else. 22. You could be seeing that number as well. 12 as well. Sharp as nails, engraving my will, intention spoken, declare what will be. So you can actually manifest your reality around you with your words by affirming what you want, by praying like what you want to happen. I remember hearing that technique. She said on TikTok that she just spoke to herself in the mirror what she wants to happen that day, or what's going to transpire. And if you're close with God, then why wouldn't it happen, right? So let's read a little bit about that. So maybe you need to like dig deep for something, or do something that you haven't done in a while. Maybe it's kind of like, oh, I've been too busy for this and I need to do this more often. So just make sure you schedule that or do it. Setting intentions, clarity, asking for what you want. So journaling practice, scripting could be great. Yeah, it's going to be about your career specifically. Doesn't have to be, or just like what you're structuring, what you want to create. Maybe like your creation if you're an artist, or your own like leadership potential. Your soul, what does your soul want to do? Why is it reincarnated? The candle dressing wants you to understand what you want. How much of your dreams and desires are truly your own? Are they crafted out of what's expected, or are these self-aware, intentional choices you've made for yourself, irrespective of the noise of social conditioning? Receiving this card suggests a lack of clarity, not because you don't know what you want, because you're too afraid to claim it. The fear is what others think or say is paralyzing you. So I don't think you're in this energy at all. I think you're probably the opposite of this. You're probably not even scared of shit. So clear out any outdated beliefs. Yeah, evaluate the truth. Yeah, we did mention that. So maybe it's just confirmation of what's the skull could be relevant as well. Dark days of winter there on the bottom. 17. I must seek to befriend the hidden parts of self, the darkness that embraces the whole of who I am. 17. Embracing darkness, being friends with demons. 14 could be relevant. So maybe there's something about leaning into your dark side as well, like not being afraid of that as well. They can teach you how to be more wiser, sharper, and more experienced, self-aware, and even sexier and more alluring. We did see a Lilith here, right? That's somebody who's very like tapped into like Mother Earth, what they've tried to like demonize nature, right? So there could be something about like even leaning into it, almost like enjoying like any kind of challenges as kind of ways to like actually embrace them and enjoy them. It's kind of giving like, I don't know, maybe it's my Capricorn placements, but there's something nice about like, if you're doing like physical, like if you're working out or something and it's like the burn. I don't know. But anyways, let's see. I want to grab some last extra messages. We'll close out. Last messages from the highest teams of Love and Light. Like maybe it's about expanding your structures or your limits of what is possible and what you're manifesting. Like maybe if you've always kind of made like, I don't know, there's just something, yeah. Maybe you're redesigning something, or this is metaphorical. It's all a dream. Okay, let's see what we've got. Tried to turn an earth angel dark. Okay, the past. Do actions that promote peace. So always like ask for the next best action. Poor boundaries equals creates drama. So interesting. Maybe you have to be careful and ward yourself. Confirmation honk on that. Try to steal your independence / work. So do be careful, because somebody could be like trying to pawn off your work as their own. It's coming to a close. So this could be like a chapter or something from the end that's closing, and wanted curses return to sender with God. So it's like you're aligned with God. So it's like they have no other energy because you're aligned with God, right? We never chase, let it flow, right? Mistakes will happen, don't be discouraged. I think you're actually pretty good because it was in the reverse, so expect the best, faith, right? You're good at scrying, so you could be good at like you could maybe need a crystal ball, or you could be like journaling, or you could be doing this, like getting some cards or runes or whatever you like, or you could be like literally like using a mirror, like a black mirror or whatever they call them, or a bowl of water. So yeah, scrying could really help you, or just like zoning out and like seeing what downloads you get as well, or you could just like get downloads, right? Villain playing victim, interesting. fighter jet. So you could be like a fighter jet. Maybe you take down these kind of people that like pretend they're the victim, but really they're the perpetrator even. Feed your artists. So this is a great time to like lean into anything that gives you creativity, music, art, design, right? Interior design, maybe decor, fashion, you know, develop psychic gifts to drawing, whatever. Develop psychic gifts to easily receive messages from the divine. So you can just affirm that you receive easy messages with the divine. Make that prayer and done. Right? Open that channel. When you're in a high vibration, you do good for this earth. Foxy lady, love it. So yeah, there's something about your confidence. It could like ripple or create like ripples effects as well. So there's something about your shoes, like maybe the way you walk or like your sound when you're walking or something. I'm just like hearing like somebody that's wearing heels or something like that. Patient person, you can be very patient. You have a user / breadcrumber on your hands, so just avoid this person, detach, disassociate K2 energy. Don't allow people in your life who enjoy disrespecting you. So this could be, insecure people too, people that don't have like their own lives or insecure around you. Confirmation honk. Whoa, another confirmation honk on that. So yeah, 2 confirmation honks on that. Yeah, they're mad that I said that too. I can feel it. Dear guardian angels and guides, Angel Michael, cleanse my energy. They like playing cop, abusive. So this could be somebody with Capricorn. That's like a lower frequency Capricorn, I would say. Like it's usually people that don't have control of their own lives that try to control others, right? Because they're so out of control themselves. So it's kind of like they're trying to like, they're insecure and whatever. They need God, right? Oh, I just heard like a dog, and then a siren. Interesting. There's like a dog barking. Learning the language of the wind, flying with God. You ever see that TikTok that's like, you ever think the wind's trying to tell you something? It's like, I just want you to stop saying all shit. That's a funny TikTok. Learning the language of the wind, flying above with God. So yeah, just keeping your frequency on a high timeline, right? That peace and harmony could be really important. People could observe this as well. Could be watching you or seeing that you're like on, like you might cleanse your energy. You might listen to music, or you might like have ways of like maybe just like visualization or like inhaling, exhaling golden white or light, or you just like you could like alchemize or release energy or protect your energy or something, calling energy to you or towards you. So you could also have like kinetic telepathic like not issues, I don't want to call them issues, sorry, abilities. But if you don't know how to use them, they could be issues, right? Like you might notice in peak emotions that the kinetic energy, people's cars start catching fire, right? So you can feel them enter your aura, right? Okay, anyways, being guided to the right community. They don't have the best intentions. Okay, interesting. And they don't want to see you successful. So I don't know if this is somebody new, somebody old. I'll get some clarification. Tell me about this. Who doesn't want to see who's successful? Tell me. Sag. Mercury. Could be somebody with Gemini placements. Could be somebody local to you as well. Could be somebody who talks a lot. Somebody you talk to, or somebody who's talked to you for sure. Any other clarification? Aquarius. This could be somebody who's very fake. Maybe on the negative side of Aquarius. Could be very like vain. I heard vain. I don't know. Maybe this person like thinks you're hot shit or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe they think everything's about them. I don't know, because I'm getting that song right. I think the song is about you. Don't you? Don't you? Maybe this person like literally thinks everything's about them. Maybe they think we're special or something. I don't know. We're all special. Sag. Any other messages? I don't know why I'm shit talking them. But it could be somebody in an organization you're a part of as well. Like it could be an acquaintance more so than somebody close. This would be like a friend maybe. Or it could just be somebody who has Aquarius and Gemini in the chart, which means they might treat everybody kind of like an acquaintance. Because a lot of people with Gemini air sign placements will do that. I feel like maybe not Libra. I don't know. I feel like Libras are kinder because it's Venus ruled. But anyways. Wow. You could be really ascending. Like there's something about attaching to a higher timeline. Like you could be like quantum entangling. Something just fell on the ground. What was a card? Owls could be relevant. Go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. Go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. Some of you need to do some breathing exercises, amethyst here, or work with crystals, selenite to amethyst. Or there could be something just like beginning here. Oh, this is the wrong book. Intuition, spiritual connection, and stress relief. We did see the High Priestess. So this can be about your career. You might be experiencing a very emotional or stressful time when you receive the amethyst card. Perhaps the situation's gotten out of hand and you aren't sure how to resolve the matter. Amethyst is considered to be both a stone of spiritual connection. So maybe this is just your emotions, or maybe just like needing to cleanse. Maybe it's those challenging aspect we had. I think it was like a quincunx, or what was it? It was something to do with like the moon in Taurus, quincunxing the sun, I think. So that can be like a weird kind of energetic dynamic. The sun is our vitality, right? Our moon is our emotions. I don't know. Or maybe the masculine principle and the feminine principle have became at a weird angle today. Amethyst is considered to be a stone of spiritual connection and helpful in seeking sobriety, which suggests the answer to your question is likely a balance between spiritual and practical means. Taking time to clear your mind in a meditative practice could help in seeking a solution to your problem, or could provide inspiration for next steps. However, it's still up to you to put the guidance you've received into practice. Connecting with cosmic intelligence has no useful power if you're unwilling or unmotivated to act on the gift of wisdom. Trust that your intuition is correct and guides you to the right outcome. Additionally, this card encourages you to find productive ways to manage stress and warns of the destructive habit of playing the victim. Perhaps you feel even powerless against your impulses, but giving to temptation is likely to lead to further heartache. While it might not be easy, there is a way out of your circumstances, because deep down you know what to do even if you don't want to do it. Maybe you have to speak up for yourself, or maybe we'll see what this is pertaining to and get some more information. What does Sagittarius need to do but won't do, or needs to do, if there's anything for Sag? I mean, at least it allows us to ask the right questions. What does Sagittarius need to do? Oh, yeah, there's something about stopping a repetitive pattern. Boundaries, big focus on boundaries. Yeah, coming into your power. The Emperor. Being very slow and steady also could win the race kind of energy. Yeah, very grounded energy. Interesting. Anything else for Sag before I close out? Angel Michael, guardians and guides. You could have had like a lot of jealous people around you. Troll, yeah, you could have dealt with trolls in the past, or maybe you're exiting cycles with these kind of trolls. These could have been people that were like vengeful or vindictive. Land back. You could be getting God could be working with you side by side, like reclaiming you, or reclaiming like whatever you've lost. So maybe you're just like focusing on like coming into your power as well. But and something about the way you dress could be really important at this time, like really the energy that you want to have. Like you can see, I never noticed how bright those cheetah print scarf she's wearing. I never even noticed it on this card, and it kind of looks like an amethyst there, crystal. So maybe like being unafraid to like lean into like more powerful aspects of yourself. The shadow side could be the shadow realm, could be important with sexy time there as well. And momentum, yeah, it's going to help you build that momentum and drive you forward. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link, or leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.